Hey, my friends, it's Big Stu here. Just want to say hello. I'm doing a little bit of guerrilla filming here. I'm going to take you into just look around a few things Lego wise. And so I'll spin the camera around back in a few minutes. And I've been working on my Batcave for a while. So I just wanted to show you what I've done with the Batcave, what I have planned a little bit with it. And I think I'm happy for it, for the design and style that I've done. I think I made it unique from other cavers, I guess, other people making their own mocks. But anyways, so let's get started. Okay, first thing that I did, turn up the volume here. Okay, first thing that I did, um, just give you a view from afar, is I got several levels. One of the things that I wanted to do was to be able to give it different levels, not all even, and kind of gave it like the way a cave would be. Things weren't all symmetrical as far as that goes. And I had some open areas, and I plan on putting at least two more sets in, and one in a few weeks, and one I'll have to save up for when it comes out yet. It's not out yet, but I'll talk about that. Okay, first thing first, let's go kind of down here under. Well, let's start at the top. At the top here, I just put a couple cars and things up here. Okay, up the top of here, this is going to be what I'm going to create. Wayne Manor will be at the very top. I've measured it so it won't hit anything because this is my garage. So I've measured it already. It will not hit anything. What I'm going to use for Wayne Manor is there is the Joker Wayne Manor, but that's way too expensive for me. So I'm going to pick up the Jurassic Park Manor that's coming out later on this summer, or Jurassic World. I take it back. And that will have a big manor in front of it, and I will take that and tweak it and add to it, and that will be sufficient at the time for my back Wayne Manor. Then over here, kind of stepping down a little bit to another level, just small. This is an old C3 set. Some of you might know what that is years ago. And so it kind of has, I've had this for a long time. It did not really stay together. This is my only Lego set that I've had to actually glue together because it really was just poorly made. And they tried to compete, and it was all superheroes with the direct market. So I did end up having some of these. Um, but obviously the people don't match, but this is sufficient to be able to use. So you kind of have the manor here, then kind of a step down, next section of the cave a little bit. Then we come down, and here I have my car, the Batmobiles, and this is all this green that you see, kind of a bluish green that all glows in the dark at night, which I've tried. I just can't show it to you. I do have some more vehicles and stuff to put in, and I haven't decided how many I'm going to use. So this is the old Tumbler from years back. Give you a different view. But anyways, so I have Batcave cars. Over here, I will eventually put a just kind of a tunnel looking thing. So it looks like they're going out into that. So stepping down, I have the another compartment back cave, and this is actually was like two of the old sets together that it kind of combined a little bit. And you see that I have it where they both can have ladders go back up to the vehicles, the Batmobiles from there. And all this yellow and orange is glow in the dark. And this is some of this is from Batman the movie, um, Batcave stuff, and some of this is just regular Batman from the Lego Heroes, Superheroes line. Now this yellow here, well, this is the I have T-Rex from the old Batman trophy room, and then this round circular Lego piece, I'm gonna turn that into a giant penny eventually. And then I have this area right here where he's standing on. I'm gonna put the Bat Rocket and probably get that in a couple weeks after my birthday. I'm halfway there my money, so with my birthday money, um, that's in a couple of days, then I will probably pick that up and wait for a sale, or just pick it up at Walmart. I think Walmart has it in the $60 early, like $63, I think. If I'm not mistaken, Walmart sells it for that. That's about the cheapest standard price without it being on sale. But anyways, I know it's ridiculous to have a rocket down here, but I think it's going to look so cool right here up against that is where I'll put the rocket. Sliding down below, I've kind of created a underwater cavern, and this actually is an old Loot Crate box. I just kind of like the look of it and everything, so I used it underneath. And then I have several boats back here. It kind of goes back. You can't really see as well, but I have bat paper all the way back here. So it's hard to see. I have the penguin, an old penguin set coming in, like he's found the way and he snuck in. Now, I haven't really set it up the way I want the people and all the different things going on. I've just kind of placed things in here for now. I will eventually be taking a certain of my vehicles and things and create box scenes, kind of like down here, an action scene or something. Um, I call it kind of like, like a shadow boxing, paper up the walls and everything, and then that will uh, be a battle scene or something that I can use with the extra vehicles and everything. This blue, of course, is glow in the dark. This greenish is glow in the dark, and that's like a walkway. I hope my hands not too unsteady here. And then Robin has a little boat here, and I'm kind of in the light, shadow. Sorry. So all this glows in the dark. And this was, of course, not happy with this. I will move that around, but that's the different crazy bat suits. Then you come up here to a platform. And so you kind of have the idea this is all water under here. And so I like the texture of the paper. If you notice, I use paper. This is all scrapbook paper that I use for textures and stuff instead of just making it all Lego background. I think that's very cool that people do that. But I like to have it kind of broken up and have a different looks to it that makes it unique from everybody else. And I've been doing that for a while as far as shadow boxing. Like, this is my Arkham Asylum, and I have like dirt tunnel, like they're digging underneath it, type of thing, the grass and different things like that. So I like using the paper, and of course it's a lot cheaper than having everything made out of Lego, obviously. But it makes it different from other sets. Okay, was from the Justice League. I can't remember what he called that offhand. But that was Batman's, not Tumblr, but that they battled in the sewers. And here I have some other sets. Back here, you might recognize that this is part of the Batman movie Lego set. Part of that. And so remember, all this glows in the dark at night, and it's really, really cool. So coming back over here, then this is from, kind of come back a little bit. This is from the Batman movie. Also, a lot of this in here is from the Batman movie, Lego movie. Kind of turn it this way a little bit. And so I was playing around with how I wanted it. So I like that it's leaning forward. Of course, again, the orange and the greens all glow in the dark. Then I come up here to another level up. This is more kind of like a prison area. Harley Quinn, Phosphorus, and then of course, this Joker's not looking very happy. Joker's looking a little sad. I know I'm kind of in my own light here, so I don't know if I can give more light here. I'm trying to do that a little bit. But so you got kind of see Joker. He looks a little sad. Then I have kind of like a sparring area, training area up here. I will be adding more details and things like that. Some of the weapons on the back wall and things. Then I move kind of up, and this is where you'd be like right under the house. And I just put right now some vehicles. And this is where I talk about I have some bat paper I put back here. And if you get closer, it's all a bunch of little bats and everything. So I put that there, and then I put it all the way down here in the back of the boats, way in the back. And you have water back there, and you kind of have a waterfall. It's hard to see a waterfall kind of area in the back, and you have all the bats, kind of like a secret passage of them coming in. So overall, this is kind of what I've done. I mean, it's the length of two bookcases if you look at it compared to that down there. So it's a length of two bookcases, but it's kind of what I want to do. I'm not going to really, I think, change it much more. I will rearrange some things and add more finer details. I have tons of different weapons. I am going to line up all the different costumes. Not happy with this. I just kind of laid that in there. I might leave that there with a few things on there, some of the goofier stuff, but some of the regular costumes and stuff, I am going to line them up where they could be seen. So I'm playing around with maybe putting it up here and moving some of these vehicles anyways, and kind of have that maybe a changing of costumes and maybe a workout room type of thing, and move my workout, not so close to the prison area or the weapons. So I haven't decided yet. So all this I will be adding to and making more things, as I come across and everything. So everything down here you can see, I'll just kind of give you a quick overview of what I'm doing. It's just a mess. Everything right now, I've replaced everything, but this is what I'm talking about as putting paper up, and you got like underground scene, and they'd be adding different things to it. And I mean, by far, none of these really are going in those sets. And this was the last biggest thing I kind of did before around Christmas was the Arkham. I just kind of have it laid out there for now, and I will put people in the back because you can see, it's hard to see right now, but with the mirrors you can see the insides and everything. So I do have some plexiglass up here, and I have some vehicles up here too, and I'm not quite happy with that totally. So there'll be more. Of course, a lot of these are Batman stuff because I buy a lot of almost everything Batman coming out. Police station, all kinds of different, more little sets and things like that. These will all be eventually. This, course, is the latest Batman line of Series 2 figures. Some Black Panther stuff back there, even Ant-Man, and even a Jurassic Park building back there. But all this will be papered in, and this probably will be clouded paper, kind of like how I have here, up in this area, and I'll move the police station down, and I'll make that probably an aerial battle. Batplane, Robin or something up there, Joker or something, and a couple bad flying vehicles or something up there. And then I'll move the shelf down further and kind of go with the police station here. And then I still have, this is more just storage and some different things here. Yeah, little Stewie there. Glow in the dark paint is what I've been using. And so you have to do it kind of thin on different layers to get it soaked in. The yellow seems to work the best as far as glowing. The orange glows well, but not as great. But the yellow by far is the best of this a glow in the dark paint. This is by Martha Stewart, so it's very happy, very cool with that. But you have to do it on. Can't do it too thick because you want to still be able to use the pegs and not clot the pegs, so you can stick things onto it and all. So I still have things down here, and this will be a shadow box scene also down here. And this pretty much over here is all going to be like storage. Of course, that's a couple of the Avengers sets I haven't built yet from the new movie, and some other small sets. I always seem to try to keep several sets in. Of course, down here, I've showed this before, but down here, man, this is all figures. I mean, I got all kinds of crazy, everything you could think of here. And it's a pretty deep box. And it's all different figures. And they will be placed and so forth. And this is my storage containers. I have a bunch empty. I got a bunch of new Legos I'm still cleaning, going through. So I will need more storage. But these three bottom shelves basically are going to just be my storage area. I'll have to move this eventually, but over in this corner it's hard to see. This is more first series of Guardians of the Galaxy. A few Star Wars things just kind of thrown in there. and it's kind of covered up, of course, with as the expansion of my Batcave got bigger and bigger. So I will totally move that. Of course, over here inside my Batcave, all this up here is Disney Infinity figures. Don't really play the game, but I've always loved the style and just kind of use them more for little mini statues, really for just a display. And okay, come over here, movies and TV, Spider-Man. Now, come to, let's spin over here. Okay, okay, this is where we were over here. Now, I will be moving over here and putting more Legos here. I'll probably end up putting my space Guardians of the Galaxy I just showed you over there. That's kind of covered up here in these areas. This kind of just has some Star Wars and odds and ends here. So I have plenty of shelving here that I can decorate. Of course, here is prison, the bridge, kind of a scene. I'll kind of give you over here a little bit. Of course, wash and dryer there. Kind of a prison. I mean, the prisoner island is here, and then of course I have a the big battle Spider-Man scene here. Again, I apologize if I'm making you too dizzy moving things around. My friend Naomi suggested that I use my stand and walk with my stand. Of course, I forgot about that, and I'm in the middle of this now. So I'm sure she's screaming at the video when she finally watches this video. Why aren't you holding the stand? Don't hold it in your hand. But anyways, of course, this is an old Scooby-Doo lighthouse. I wanted a lighthouse, and I like that one better. They did a creator lighthouse that came with a well. But I like this one better. Plus, I was able to get some creepy people out of it. So I kind of have that there. Again, you can see how I papered everything with rocks and stuff, and I have it all water and everything here. Now, this is a town still working on this. Now, this was a great build. I would suggest if you love buildings, this was the Doctor Strange Peter Parker apartment, and it was designed to kind of hook together as a corner piece. When I didn't want to do that, so I built it up more and made it a lot deeper. And so it's really super thin. It goes to like this gray part here. This gray part here is how deep it goes. So I made it, twice as deep. Well, not quite as deep. At least, I don't know. Maybe probably 2.5 as far as it being deeper now and everything. And so I just kind of had them set up there for now. This whole side here, I plan on just kind of focusing and being Marvel, because of course then I end up with the Avengers Tower over here. And then the other side, I want to kind of build scenes and make this all DC related, Justice League and so forth. And that's my goal, is this side kind of have different scenes and stuff. And right now some of them are mixed up, obviously, but that is eventually my plan. Okay, so kind of overview of the town. I'm still playing around with it. I still have to move some things around, and I'm redoing several buildings. I'm going to separate all my buildings to like single units. Daily Bugle is going to go up another, being together like that, it needs to go up another level. It needs to be taller than anything else. So I will raise that up at least by one more floor. I'll give it, maybe two, but probably just one more. These are going to be redone, reseparated as two different things. I separated this already. This was one set, but I separated it. I'm going to add a new compartment up here that's just temporarily to come out and match this. And then this here, down here, is together, but I'm going to separate that too. So I want to keep everything kind of separated like this. And then I can do things in the background. I kind of built like a little bush tree in the background on each side. Kind of hard to see of the buildings. I just laid out a couple Avengers, a couple scenes here, but this by far won't stay. Thinking of I have enough pieces, and I have some other kits that I almost could do the street in the middle and then town on both sides. But I want to do that because then you're looking at the back side of the town and you can't really see everything. So I'm still kind of playing that up, how I'm going to display all my different buildings, plus more I want to buy. Creator has like this apartment complex kind of a thing, that one of the versions, it kind of gives you like an apartment townhouse feel, and so I want to pick that up for about $50 and incorporate that in the town too. So I'm probably going to eventually get rid of the water. The idea was to put some jet skis, some little mini boats here going alongside, but I think I'm just going to move the road over, give myself more of a sidewalk type of a thing, and maybe I can add some small kiosks area in here. And I really wanted to add a small park um, in here, and I have some pieces and things for that. So I might put a little bit of it near the bridge or something, slide some things over, and maybe where I have the lighthouse, I might make that a little green area, park area or something there near the lake kind of a thing, or the river type of a thing. So I might try to do that, but I'm gonna slide things over and get rid of the water end of it. So, anyways, coming down here, this is all going to go up. This is taking up some room. I built my Avengers Tower so big that that would not fit up to the ceiling. I got my finger in the way. Apologize. Okay, let's go sideways. So I built it so big originally, my Avengers Tower, because I glued it. Some of it's glued in sections just so it would stay together. And I came all the way up, and then I realized, I'm just like a couple inches from touching the ceiling, and I wanted the old Avengers Tower part of that on there. And by no means is it super fancy compared to what some people have done. And it doesn't, I'm going to add windows and things, but I wanted it where it was all open and you could kind of look, walk up and see what different things were. And that was my idea. So you can kind of just see what everything was while you were in there, as they're fighting workout room, and everything. It's hard for me to get over here because I have a mess of different Lego pieces and stuff down here. So I keep putting my hand in the way. Apologize for that. So anyway, so I'm thinking of moving this over to this top shelf up here, which I just have some odds and ends stuff, and moving that, and then kind of adding this and making this top shelf part of my Avengers. I can add some of the ships and some things up there, and kind of have that as a extension to the floor or whatever type of a thing. And then I will build something here related. Not sure what I'm going to put there yet, but this, of course, is my construction area, and kind of dark back there. Can't really see way back there, but kind of a construction area set originally came out about a year ago or so, maybe 2 years ago. Rhino and had your original Iron Spider in it, the comic book version of Iron Spider, that's the Iron Spider comic book version, gold and red. And of course, this is the movie version, so a little similar. And but anyways, so those are kind of the ideas I have planned going, and then this will be maybe a set eventually once I move everything up. So as you can tell, it's still a mess. I have a lot of different sets and different things. I built, this Coast Guard set a while ago. I haven't put it in yet. Now underneath this shelf, this whole line here, I have another shelf, and it's dark here. You can't really see unless I get the light over. Hang on. A little bit light. Might give you a little bit light there. Okay, this is Turtles lair. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I'm a huge turtle fan, and so then you go next underwater, and it'll be Turtles 2, and then I even come down to another scene where it's deeper, was the idea, cavern rocks and things like that under the water, and then I have more water here, and it's just everything's just laying there right now. That's empty, but that'll eventually have to be something. I really can't go lower than 2, because then the third, you have to be on your belly basically to see things and all. So, and those are comics and things I have down there anyways. So that bottom is going to be totally storage. But I want to be able to utilize all of these sets or these spaces and all. So What I really would like to do is be able to come out another couple, double up on my bookcases, but just with the space, I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to do that. I had that before at the last place, but I just had one long strip like an island, and you can go around both sides, but it just doesn't lend itself here for that. So, but here's kind of like a view of it. I really am happy with as much as I really got in here. I mean, considering the space level, I'm really utilizing every space I possibly, really can. And as far as all that goes. And once I build my shadow box scenes, then things will be dispersed better, and I'll be able to go through things, and then I'll be able to decide, hey, I can sell this, I don't have a space for it, I don't want it, type of thing, if I get to that point. So I still have lots of Legos. Those two containers down here, nothing but Lego mixed pieces, and I have like two buckets I'm going through in over in my family room and stuff. Couple new pops I got. My son picked this up for me, early birthday gift, and also Supreme Spider-Man, which I loved that series. I finally got a Hellboy that I wanted, the comic book version, and a Lobo, and then Star Wars Rebels, and down there were some exclusive Star Wars Rebels villains, Fifth Brother, Seventh Sister, Inquisitor, I even got a Stan Lee from Guardians of the Galaxy pop and all. So as you can see, I have a lot now up high. Just give you a quick thing. I have just right now Q-Figs way up there. This is kind of my Spider-Mans here. I have some Deadpools up there. Batman the Animated Series. Kind of hard to see that. Then over here, I have a few missing spots because I've been doing some trading and getting rid of some things. And as far as my pops go, if I got rid of a Vision from Avengers 2, and I'm gonna pick up the new Avengers Vision because it has like he's flying, and so I'm not so much caring about the value of them. If a new sculpt comes out that I like better, then I will trade the old sculpt, and I don't have an issue with that. Whereas some people, I'll kind of zoom in a little bit, some people have some issues with that. Mainly Avengers. Then I kind of go over here, and then it kind of becomes all my Batmans. I have Batman at the bottom, almost all, and then a Joker that match them, and way up there. So, and then we have like DC and Flash TV show. Then we go into like Superman versus Batman, and then Suicide Squad. Then way up here, I have some Star Wars kind of up there, and all. So again, it's a part of a garage, so I have different things. Now, it took me a long time, but on my ceiling, bring this back. On my ceiling, I have tons of posters. You've probably seen that, and that took me hours and hours to do that. So, and it goes all the way over. Up here, I have some extra um, Q-Figs, and then of course I have some pops and things up here too, um, and everything. So, but anyways, let me get back. So, go back this way. So anyway, so that's pretty much kind of what I have of just a quick view and give you an idea. The it's always under construction, and people come to my room and say, "Wow, it's not done, it's under construction." But that's the idea for me. The idea, I'm always constantly building. I don't want to be to the point that I'm done. I'm already sketching things, ideas for Teen Titans Tower. I have no idea where I'm going to put it unless I put it up high above me where the plexiglass is, and kind of have it set up that way. But I do want to eventually do a Teen Titans Tower. And then I'm going to get some different schematics and put all my green bricks together, and probably pick up some more green bricks because I want to make more animals to go with Beast Boy as he changes. I have several already, but I want to make some different ones. Creatures for Beast Boy. But anyways, so yeah, I mean, I'm very happy with kind of what I have and the vision I have, and so I will slowly. The Batcave was the biggest thing that took the longest time. I put on Instagram, I put on Facebook, and it was just, oh, I had to dismantle everything, take everything down. But anyway, so it took a while, and a lot of it's too just kind of figuring out how you want to do it and everything. So and then working on that. But anyways, thanks for hanging out with me. We were at almost a half hour, so I hope you enjoyed the tour. And this is Big Stu. I'll catch you later, my friends. Bye. Give you a quick overview as I'm leaving. See you later, friends. Bye.